It's that time of year again, student move-in. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Livingston.
And I'm Cash Matlock. Hundreds of freshmen made their way to Mississippi State University's campus for move-in day today. Various checkpoints were set up around the Humphrey Coliseum and throughout campus to help guide the incoming class to their different residence halls. Coordinators say this year they have over 450 volunteers to help with move-in, including hundreds of New Maroon camp members who also helped out.
It's really a mixture. We do have some student groups on campus, a lot of organizations that have student groups, as well as communities with even in Starkville that have helped volunteer with us.
And it's our opportunity to help students move into their residence halls and get them settled for the next year.
Well, the first day of class for MSU is set for this coming Wednesday.
Speaking of New Maroon Camp, those students were able to move in last Sunday, and they've played a big role in helping other residents get settled into their dorms.
That's right, Riley. Everyone in New Maroon Camp is actually a freshman, or actually a freshman as well, rather, and they say camp is a great opportunity to get to know one another as well as the rest of the incoming freshman class. Incoming freshmen arrived on the MSU campus early Saturday morning, and they were greeted by other freshmen.
Today we've been helping other freshmen who are moving in today that didn't come to New Maroon Camp. We were helping them move in, and we're using all these big boxes to load their stuff, so it's really helpful. I mean, the counselors helped us move in last week, and it was great.
Members of the New Maroon Camp have spent the week getting to know one another through various workshops and activities.
As I moved in Sunday, and then we had like this family Olympics where we were competing against other color groups, and then we had Maroon Madness is where we all got in a big field and like we were getting sprayed with shaving cream and water balloons. It was great.
Some of the campers came from as far away as Maryland to attend Mississippi State University.
Well, a lot of my mom's side of the family came down here, like her dad, a couple of her aunts, quite a few of her cousins, and I just thought it was cool to continue the legacy.
Today, the campers focused on moving other classmates into their dorms, some even helping set up their rooms.
I've met some great people over here through New Maroon Camp, so it was really kind of heartwarming, I guess you could say.
I came here and I was kind of by myself, so I've made a lot of great friends throughout this, so it's been great.
While the new adventure is exciting for most, it's a little different for others.
I think my mom was kind of holding it in, and then when we kind of hugged and said goodbye, she started to cry. So
the New Marooners say they're looking forward to what the school year has in store.
Taking classes that I'm interested in, meeting new people, that's a big thing for me.
I'm looking forward to the classes. I'm ready to learn more, and then going to games. I love sports. So.
I'm just looking forward to being occupied because I feel like I've been very unproductive this summer, just like sleeping in until 11. I just like doing stuff with friends. I like going to class. I like doing homework and stuff. So.
And campers say the friendships made in the last week will help them throughout their college career.
Definitely, especially, such awesome people. And we all kind of live close together, so I think it just makes it even easier.
Well, students say there were over 1,200 participants in New Maroon Camp this year.
MSU wasn't the only college in the Golden Triangle welcoming in new students. Mississippi University for Women held their move-in today as well. Around 500 students took over the campus to find their new home away from home. For some, they are returning back, but for others, this is a new beginning. MUW President Nora Miller says emotions run high for students and parents on this momentous day.
Yeah, it's there, and I'm sure when it comes time to say goodbye, it's going to be tough for everybody.
Faculty, staff, and other organizations were on campus to help get students moved into their new home. Today, the Davidson Chapel CME Church held a back-to-school picnic in West Point. Food was served, vendors were set up, and a voter's registration table was there as well. They were also giving away school supplies to students in need. Sean Smith says this is a way for letting kids know they have support.
This is the first time that we've taken this part on. We always do things such as the King Day, but this year we wanted to invest in our children and show them that we're behind them 100%.
Attendees also had the chance to win prizes throughout the event. It's now time for our first look at our forecast with meteorologist Trevor Burchett. Trevor, what's it like out there today?
Well, Riley, if you stepped out the door today, you know it's a little bit of a hot one out there. Temperature's still pretty warm. We're 93 in Columbus right now, 94 up in Amory, a little warmer to the south, 94 as well in Kosciuszko, and 93 for our friends up on I-22 in Tupelo. For the night tonight, of course, we're going to cool down after the sun sets. We'll be into the mid-70s, possibly into the low 70s by early tomorrow morning. But as we go over the next few days, it's going to be hot and humid. We'll stay dry tomorrow, but storm chances are going to return next week. I'll have all those details coming up in just a few minutes. Cash.
All right, thanks, Trevor. Well, the Maconites of Noxubee County are celebrating 50 years of service. This year, the Maconites hosted a 3-day conference that's designed to transform the next generation, one generation at a time. The students are brought together to work towards achieving their dreams and goals. E3C3 stands for Educate, Equip, Empower, and Communicate, Collaborate, and Connect. Now, Maconites has given scholarships to students for over 50 years now. Board President Rhonda Cummings says it's all about changing minds, changing lives, and changing generations.
We are reaching back, giving back, paying it forward, letting our students know that they matter, that they have a purpose and a plan.
I think this conference is actually going to help these students to really dream a little bit bigger and say, you know what, we have some examples that have came and shared their time with us on this Saturday morning. And it's possible for me to do the same thing that they've done.
Well, Cummings says the Maconites will host a scholarship gala in St. Louis this year.
You've probably seen a good number of motorcycles riding up and down the streets this weekend. That's because Sturgis is celebrating the 20th all-bike motorcycle rally, rather.
That's right. Our Stephanie Poole joins us in the studio with more about the rally and what it means for Sturgis.
Yes, every year the rally has a bike games, rides, and shows throughout the weekend. From big wheels to small wheels, there are hundreds of bikers showing off their hot rides.
There's one tradition in Sturgis that is known to burn some rubber. Over the years, the Sturgis all-bike motorcycle rally has brought in hundreds of motorcyclists across the country.
Motorcycle is really a big deal, especially, it means a lot to me. I kind of grew up riding motorcycles. I've loved it. I've had a love for motorcycles all my life. To see all the bikes come in and meet all the different people.
President of the rally board, Donnie Hansen, says it's more than a ride. It's a way of life.
It's kind of like a family affair out here. Most everybody out here knows everybody. They've been from year to year.
The rally isn't just for locals. Bikers like Matt Cochran has traveled over 5 hours from Nashville for this event.
It's good stress relief and just something you can get outside and enjoy outside, and whether you're with somebody else or by yourself.
It's a good feeling. It's great, a lot of different bikes, different, builds. I like to listen to the music. It's just like I'm just out here. I'm just free.
And almost everyone would agree. It's not about who has the most impressive ride. It's all about sharing a love of riding motorcycles.
Just the camaraderie, to have people to come together to just have one main interest.
You have so many different people from all different types of life, walks of life that, they're really nice people.
Hansen says the board is looking forward to hosting the rally again next year.
Health and safety, something we should all be concerned with.
We'll tell you what one community is doing to bring both these things to the forefront of the minds of children. Stay with us. Well, thanks to a grant from Toyota, children in Northeast Mississippi were able to have a fun day while learning important health and safety lessons. WCBI's Chad Groening brings us the story.
This is the 5th year that HealthWorks has put on its annual Health and Safety Day. This is the first year that Toyota has sponsored the event, which is designed for kids of all ages to have fun while learning from health and safety experts.
We planned this at the end of summer when kids were back in school, not on vacation, and we think it's really important to make those healthy life choices, being super mindful of safety choices also to keep families healthy and safe.
One of the organizations on hand was Children's of Mississippi, specially equipped to detect childhood diseases.
There's certain diseases of the heart that children may be born with that can be spotted, so those children can be taken care of when they're born.
And one of the most popular attractions at this year's Health and Safety Day were these dogs, part of Comfort Creatures of Northeast Mississippi.
Dogs and humans have the first interspecies relationship of any animals on this planet, so our relationship goes way back. Dogs have always been friends to people. People take good care of dogs. Some people do. We support each other. We bring each other comfort and friendship and companionship.
And outside, the children got to meet public safety personnel and climb on board a fire engine. And Lifeline nurse Jennifer Williams-Cook of North Mississippi Medical Center was on hand to educate the children about what to expect when they see emergency service vehicles approaching.
Sometimes, especially when you're going through a traumatic accident or you're sick and not feeling well, it's a scary experience. So we're just trying to make that experience better for them if they ever do need us or see us coming down the road.
Austin and Emily Brooks brought their daughter Lydia Grace to HealthWorks.
It's been great to just get her acclimated to the people that are in the community that help us. And so she's never really been in a fire truck or an ambulance before. So we just think it's really good to teach our children young about safety and about just knowing the people in the community that help us and keep us safe.
Lydia Grace loves just the hands-on aspect of HealthWorks, and it's fun to talk about healthy food and to play with healthy food and to get our exercise. It's a great place to come when it's really hot outside or when it's really cold outside, and so we just love the interactive approach, the hands-on approach that HealthWorks provides for the kids. It's a great learning environment and a great place to bring our children.
Chad Groening, WCBI News, Tupelo.
HealthWorks is celebrating its 10th year of serving the Tupelo and the Northeast Mississippi community.
Main fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club of North Mississippi is 1 week away, and some of the stars visited some of the young people whose lives are being impacted by the organization. Dance Like the Stars takes place next Saturday, while the event features local celebrities who have been learning a ballroom dance routine from a professional instructor. They will perform that routine and will also be raising money for the Boys and Girls Club of North Mississippi.
The first thing that I was met with was a hug and a smile, and kids in a very nice media room doing what kids should be doing, which is working on the computer, doing their work, interacting. And then I saw kids enjoying a snack and having fun. Then I saw another age group doing the same thing. It's just great.
The kids, for example, love being here. They all are smiling, happy, and they want to be here, which is really encouraging. You know, we want our kids to feel wanted and feel like they belong. So when you walk in, you can see that, and the staff here are phenomenal.
Dance Like the Stars will take place next Saturday at the Bancorp South Arena. We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Here's your WCBI First Alert weather forecast.
Check out this time lapse from earlier today. This is from up in Tupelo. Lots of people out on Main Street enjoying their Saturday, but notice no clouds anywhere to be found. A pretty nice day overall, if you could deal with the heat. It was a little bit warm out there. Luckily, though, not as humid as it has been earlier this week and even into last week. It was pretty bad last week. This is a live look from Louisville. Notice still plenty of blue sky across the region. No clouds anywhere to be found. Like I said, it is a little warm out there. 92 at last report in Louisville. Heat index, though, only at 100. I think that's a little welcome, seeing that we were feeling like 115 in some spots last week. So I think this heat index, feeling like 100, we'll take it for this time in August. I know that's kind of strange to say we're enjoying this 100 feel-like temperature. Notice no clouds, no rain anywhere on the radar, no relief from the heat in the way of any rain. It's going to stay that way through the rest of the evening. Temperatures around the entire area, though, they're pretty hot. 93 in Columbus as well, 95 in Jackson, we're 93 up in Tupelo, and 92 in Memphis. Notice, though, dew points are not as bad. Dew points are in the 60s, meaning as you walk out the door, it's not as muggy, it's not as humid. And like I said, we're keeping those heat index values pretty close to that 100-degree mark, not going much over that. For tonight, we'll dip down to the low 70s. Some areas might get into those upper 60s, but right around 70 for most. Quiet and calm night. Winds also calm. Maybe gusting out of the south at 1 or 2 miles an hour, but nothing major there. For tomorrow, though, it's going to be hot, even hotter than we were this time yesterday. We'll get up to 96 for our high. We might see a few showers and maybe a thunderstorm through the afternoon, but most of us are going to be dry. Most of us are going to see plenty of sun through the day tomorrow, and you can see that on Futurecast. We'll take this starting at tomorrow morning. Notice we do have a few showers and thunderstorms built field mainly off to our west, but some of those could sneak their way in here by the afternoon and evening hours. Those do all clear out by the overnight, and we'll do the same thing again on Monday. More chances for showers and storms as we go through the evening and afternoon hours on Monday. Check out these heat index values for tomorrow, though possibly a little warmer than today, maybe getting up to 105. Anybody that sees rainfall tomorrow, though, you'll stay a little on the cooler side, maybe only seeing values in the mid-90s for those feel like temperatures. So still very warm, very hot. And remember, if you've got to be outside tomorrow, drink plenty of water, take frequent breaks, and don't overexert yourself. Like I said, tomorrow is not the day you want to be outside doing any gardening, any yard work. Stay indoors, stay in the air conditioning if at all possible. Notice on our AccuWeather 7-day forecast, chances for thunderstorms ramp up as we go into the middle of the week. We'll keep it at 40% for Monday and Thursday, 30% anywhere in between. So basically any day next week, you could see a hit or miss shower. 94 for our high Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We dip down closer to 90 by the end of the week.
Football season is quickly approaching. See how the Oxford Chargers are looking. The high school football tour is next in sports.
Your WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
Our 60 Schools in 60 Days marathon continues on. Our next stop features the Oxford Chargers. Last year, this team might have been young, but still found plenty of success. Now with more experience, the Chargers are setting their goals even higher. Oxford is stop number 55 on the high school football tour.
WCBI's 60 Schools in 60 Days is brought to you by Sparklight.
The 2018 Oxford Chargers proved that young doesn't mean not competitive.
I thought we had a good group of seniors last year. It was a very small group, probably the smallest. Really, it is the smallest that I'd ever been around at Oxford, but some really strong leaders in that group that I thought did a nice job, and some talented young players that stepped up and played really well. The Chargers got off to a rough start with 2 losses in the first 2 weeks, but quickly turned it around to win 6 straight, finishing the season 9-4 with a playoff berth. One of the things that we try to stress to our guys is we really believe in what we do, and we believe in our program, and we believe in our players and our coaches, and win or lose, that doesn't change. When things are going great, you can't get complacent. Of course, as the team has grown, the expectation has grown as well. And the Chargers are willing to put in whatever work is necessary to get over the first round playoff hump.
We were more ready for it, 6A, because this was our second year. Our first year we was ready, it's just we didn't know what was coming.
I think we realized we worked hard last year, but you can't just work hard, you have to outwork everybody, especially in 6A.
It's always a bright spot when you have your starting QB returning, as well as a 4-star tight end. Jeremiah Pegues is turning heads at the D1 level, and standing at 6'2" and 280 pounds, is known for being an unstoppable offensive force.
He's incredible. He does things that you would see on NCAA football or Madden football. You didn't think could be done on a field. Guys like JJ,
that walk the walk. I think that's what you have a chance to have something special when your best players are your hardest workers.
Pegues and his fellow teammates recognize that they have all the components needed for Oxford to go all the way.
We can go to the championship this year just because we got a lot of people on defense that experience and offense. We, got to score.
Oxford will be challenged early with an opening matchup to Northwest Rankin at home on August 23rd. With the Chargers on the high school football tour, Courtney Robb, WCBI Sports. The official start of the high school football season isn't until Friday, and I know you're hungry for all the action. Well, while we wait for the main course, how about a little appetizer? Area jamborees continuing on in the GTR. And let's start things off in Scuba. Nanawoya gearing up for their title defense, taking on East Webster at EMCC. Donovan Turner here keeps the read option, takes it upfield for a 20-yard gain and a first down. Later on in the drive at the 1-yard line, Davion Turner takes the handoff into the end zone for a touchdown. Warriors leading 6-0. Then later in the first, off the play action, Donovan Turner doing everything in the flats. Here's a mean stiff arm free, and Turner down the sidelines for a touchdown. Warriors go up 12-0. Nanawoya gets the win against East Webster 12-3. And we're staying in Scuba for this next one. Caledonia taking on West Lauderdale. First quarter, Feds trailing. Brandon Edmondson fakes the handoff, keeps it himself for a 9-yard gain. The Feds driving. Same drive, Edmondson hands it off to Keewan Wyatt. on the end around for a 65-yard TD. Look at that man's legs move. The Feds now trail 7-6, but West Lauderdale goes on to win big 30-6 against Caledonians. And those games are just the tip of the iceberg for this evening. We'll have a few more coming for you later tonight on WCBI Sports at 10. You can catch Starkville versus Columbus and Noxubee County versus Southeast Lauderdale, so you won't want to miss those. Make sure that you tune in. That's it for sports. We'll have the last look at your weather when we come back. Stay with us.
Well, it is going to be a hot and steamy Sunday. 96 for our high here in Columbus, but it's going to feel more like 105 in some spots. Temperatures dip back down a little bit into the mid-90s with chances for showers and thunderstorms each day. So not everybody's going to see rain every day, but go ahead and get that umbrella, get that rain jacket ready just in case. Might be handy to have.
I'm kind of looking forward to the rain possibility. I just feel like it's been so hot this week.
And a lot of people actually like seeing a little bit of a deficit for rainfall this month, so it might be helpful. Some of the farmers out there might need it.
Oh yeah, surely.
I'm not going to lie, I'm excited for fall. That's why I just keep on waiting for that time, and I will be so happy. The cooler temperatures, nice fall breeze, that kind of
all
thing.
the pumpkins, the oranges, you're ready for that.
I'm ready for that. I'm walking a couple stores and I'm like,
here it comes. It's coming.
We hope everyone has a great night. We'll see you back here tonight.